Now all the dogs got their food and they've been eating good. We made 47 kilometers today and it's time for us to make some dinner. We're in TCR cabin. There's a sauna, cabin award stay up there. We are in that cabin and that's a dog cabin. The main cabin is over there. Toilet is there and it's actually a small shop here also. So this is a metropole. Sjaunja Metropole. Another day with blue sky. There is a few clouds coming in and we are on the way to leave. All the dogs are already hooked up and now we're taking off. Today we have uphill, a serious uphill, a real uphill. And the snow is still good, so we will take off now. Yeah. Höger! Höger! Here we go! Left it! Bye bye TCR cabin! See you next year maybe! We are going up there. That's serious uphill. Several hundred meters, quite steep, but the snow is good, but the temperature is a little bit too warm right now. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see how much uphill it is. It's not super steep, but it's a kind of never-ending. It's a little bit beautiful. This is actually really uphill. Now Yannick is coming. Even if you are well trained and in really good shape, you get super exhausted. And you feel super tired. Legs are aching. Really much pain in the legs. But look, the view. Payoff is great. We have done several hundred meters altitude down from the valley. I don't know if you see it, but now we're on the top. Continue down and to the north. We are right now on Kungsleden, the winter part of Kungsleden from Teusa to Kaitumjau. And this uphill is lovely. So now we start coming into kind of impressive mountains in front of us, as you see. High mountains. Super beautiful. The dogs are doing fine, the snow condition is nice. There is this wind here that's cooling off the dog, that's super good. So they not get so warm. And we heading towards Sjaunja cabin. So we passed by one of the cabins from Swedish Tourist Club and then continue to next one. We will do something between 25 and 30k today. If everything goes as planned. We just passed by Kebnekaise cabin and then it was a little bit tricky trail. It was on something we call skrå, it's when it's landing sideways. And this trail is a little bit tricky and yeah, Mickey flipped and I managed to get it on video. It is a little bit difficult to show on the video how beautiful it is, but days like this, when you don't have wind, it's no snowstorm, it's brilliant, it's super to be here. Other days when you have rougher wind, then this is a quite rough area actually. But today the weather gods are smiling to us. So nice. We're coming higher and higher up into the valley, and here it's quite flat and open landscape. But of course there is some hills around us, you see. Höger, höger! Vänster! Stanna! Successful. So we have our dogs parked here, and there's another group with a 7-dog team that's parked there. They have a different system, so they have stakeout lines that they pull out. We have one stakeout per team and they have not one per team. So you see our dogs, each team are in front of each sled, and they have moved all the dogs to the main stakeout. Everybody do in different way, and it's actually you can't say that one thing is more correct than another. I had that system back in old days, but today I prefer this system. Right now we're standing on Kungsleden, and Kungsleden continue up here into that valley. I think it's called Singivagge or something like that. We are cooking food inside now, or actually Mick is cooking food inside. I'm out here running around with my long johns because it was so beautiful light. Look, my sexy long johns. Now it's time to go in and continue with the food. I just left my group for a few seconds and then I can hear the fire alarm going on. Let's see what they are doing.
We didn't start a fire.
Was it the fire alarm from here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is the guilty one?
It was a moose.
It was a moose.
The potato moose.
The potato moose. It looks like it's very smoky there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So Micke, what are you doing?
I'm doing potato moose.
Potato moose?
Yes. You take a potato and you take a moose.
And the moose.
Yeah. And you mix them together. And here you have a moose.
Yes.
And here you have a potato. It's in a powder form. And if you're lucky, you can take an onion too.
100% control.
Yeah, of course.
So there, one dog on the other group. I feel so sad. It has been sounding like that for a long time. What we do when we make our dogs prepared for tours like this is that we actually go out and practice sleeping in the forest together with them. And the first night we spend the night side by side with the team in the sleeping bag close to the dogs. So they get used with the stakeout life. We're camping a lot with them and not starting out with cabin tours. It hurts here when you hear them like this. Yeah. All dogs, all sled dogs don't have a good life. It's a new day in the Arctic, and we have some colleagues here that are leaving with their team. They are starting out here and doing a loop around our dogs. Here they go. Bye bye!
Bye bye!
Have a nice ride! Now they are gone. There were a group of 7 dog teams. It's a lot. I'm lucky with just 5 teams totally. Make difference. So now we are ready to go and we're heading into that valley up there. It's very bright, very blue sky, little bit wind. The wind is good for the dogs, it's cooling them off. Krille! Now they're eager to go. So, here we go. Going into this crazy beautiful valley, as you see. It's very narrow and really high alpine feeling here. It's really difficult to get the perspective and understand how small we are in this valley. Now we are in the shadow behind this mountain that you see behind me. And the temperature is really much lower when you don't have the sun. Super good for the dog. There is some valleys in the mountain that's famous for having a lot of ice, and this is the one that usually have a lot of ice and some passages with rocky, no snow terrain. This trail without snow is not as fun as this trail with snow. This year it seems like we have been lucky until now, but we're not down there yet. Ja, ja. Right there. Now we've been 2 hours having coffee, barbecue. Just 2-hour break and you can see the difference of the snow. Now it's much more slushy and warm and wet. Even if the clouds are there and it's colder in the air. Now we try to go through Kebnekaise. Left or right or right or left. I don't know. Höger. Väst. our tours there is two different of classes of guests. There is the one who pay for sitting indoors, and then there is the one who book the budget tour, Janek, and they have to sit outdoor. Everybody get food, but not the same food. It's also different kind of food. But if you don't have money, that's how it will end up. Is it too warm?
Yes. Yes.
So we have to but the door is open.
Yeah.
Open another one.
Open the other one too. Shit. So today we have another good day. 37 kilometers on the trail, and the snow is a little bit softer in the end of the day, so the dogs was quite tired or slow when we arrived here and put up the camp. As you see in here in the tent we have Ottan, the old lady, and behind there we have Ida, the skinny girl. And outside I have several more dogs that also want to come inside, and I maybe need a bigger tent. Now time for sleeping bag. See you tomorrow. It's a new day and we started out from the tent camp. The trail is still okay, it's really good, but it starts getting really warm. It took us far too long time to pack up. Now we're on the way and we're heading towards the real uphill. I don't think you get how much uphill it is here. Look. Gonna It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, but it's also a long way to the top if you want to do dog sledding. So we just made one more uphill. Whew. And here's wind again. Jack it on, jack it off, jack it on. And some water. It's super important to drink a lot. We are up here. I like this kind of workout also. Kiwi. Come Kiwi. Kiwi. Just nice to look around here. Down there, it's a really nice small creek or river, I don't know what you call it. You have willow, you have perfect place for camping down there. So now it's coffee time and we have the ptarmigan very close to us. It's super nice when you can see these birds and animals a little bit more close in their natural environment. In the west we have the mountains where we passed through some days ago, and that's Svingi, Vagge and all that things. And then south of us you have Sarek National Park, you can see, and now we're going down to the wetland of and birch forest of Sjaunja. And it's like a high plateau here. So when you're working like this as a guide, you're usually the first one that's up in the morning, and very often the last one that goes to bed. But that's okay. Now I'm making me a cup of tea, the last one, while I taking care of my boots because they are a little bit moisture, and I'm going to hang them together with Mickey and Melina's boots. And yeah, we have some boots for drying and gloves and socks and so on. This time of the year the snow is very slushy and the boots soak it. Now it's also time for me to sleep, and I promise you I really need to sleep. I'm kind of tired. So See you tomorrow. Ciao. Now we're going from the birch forest down to the needle forest. Lower and lower terrain. That will also make it warmer and the trail will be more and more soft. But now we very soon start searching for a camp spot. This is super nice. The first thing I do when I put up a tent is to try to find a flat area or make a flat area. Here I want the tent close to the sled because then I don't need to carry so much. Then I put up the tent, and that's different from different fabric, different models of course. And then I anchor it, so this one will be able to catch a lot of wind from the west, because probably the wind is coming from that area if we get wind. After that I digging out everything inside the tent, and that's also different kind of interior design. That's different if you are alone or if you are a group or what kind of tent you have, but I tried to figure out a good way to organize this tent for a group. When that's done, it's time for the stove, and then you just bring in what you want in there: kitchen area, stoves, sleeping bags, isomats, and so on. That's how I do. So this small guy here will not survive because it's on the lake, so now we had to take it out. Come see. You see, it's really tiny. This one should go to the ground where is some moss and some warm things. If it's just going out on the snow, on the lake, frozen lake, it will not survive. So, oh, here's a nice place. I think we'll leave it here. Look. Put it in the moss there. So. Now we have rescued one life today. That's nice. I think it's important to be humble, even for the small ones. I actually kill mosquitoes, but otherwise, yeah, and I can kill animals for eating, but otherwise you should not do that. I think it's good to help animals. It feels nice now. I can feel comfortable here, sitting here and have a cup of coffee or tea. Now we have ended up in this place in Sjaunja Nature Reserve. It's actually part of Laponia World Heritage Area. Over there you see Sjaunja National Park, and far behind there is Sarek National Park. So we will camp here and try to start early tomorrow. From here we have 25 plus kilometers to Saltoluokta. And in Saltoluokta we have a dinner waiting, sauna and shower. But this was so beautiful, so I think it was stupid to just pass by. The plan was to continue another few kilometers down, but you see, this view is really, really beautiful. Okay, that was the first team. Katrin and Jannik is sleeping, and then we see what they're doing here. I think they heard me. Oh, they have bytt ni kläder?
Nej.
They have closed the door, so maybe you can see some secret.
Hello. No secrets.
No secrets this time.
No.
It's so warm and so silent out there. It was just nice to take the ski for a short tour, looking at the forest here. It's a slope here, south slope, and in that area it's quite protected and very warm very early, and probably very good for the trees. So we find all kind of trees here. We find this one pine tree behind me, and we find aspen and the salix or the willow and spruce, birches, everything here. Just a couple of 100 meters away here from here we have our 28 dogs, and they are totally silent. I find water. It's 4 o'clock, and I think it's time to start preparing dog food, because very soon it's time for dinner, and then it's time for bed. After the last night out on the trail, we headed back towards Saltoluokta, where we finished the tour. And I want to say big thanks to Matti, Melli, Jannik and Katrin who follow on this tour. Super nice to be out with you. Really nice. And I also want to say big thanks to all of you who are watching this video and follow us here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook and so on. Super nice that you're here and that you actually like to see the videos that we're making. Because I don't think you're looking at the videos if you don't like them. Anyway, there will be more videos in the future, so stay tuned and see you next time. Ciao!